Hello! I have chosen to do my restoration project on Emma Smith and her role in the restoration. And I've loved being able to research Emma Smith and just who she was. It was super fun and being able to research like who she was before she met Joseph Smith, with her family, with her parents, what her home life was like, what she was like, what her story was about as she was with Joseph Smith, and what it was about after Joseph Smith had passed away. It was so interesting learning about all of that. And it was also really interesting just learning about her role in the restoration. And something that really stood out to me is that God had chosen her just as God had chosen Joseph Smith, to help with the restoration process, to help him restore the gospel back to the earth. And there's the obvious things like Emma Smith helped with the translation of the Book of Mormon, that she compiled the hymn book. Less obvious things such as she helped guard the Joseph Smith translations of the Bible. Another one being that she often wrote letters to political leaders trying to help Joseph out with his political situation. She was very intelligent, and she was always doing proactive things, doing things that would help Joseph Smith and help other leaders of the church continue in the restoration, continue restoring temples and covenants and ordinances and all these things. And it was just really interesting to learn about. And there were two things that really stood out to me. The first being that Emma was chosen by God to help Joseph in the restoration to help Joseph Smith restore the gospel. The second being that Emma Smith, her whole life, just empowered people. She wanted people to feel loved. And that was something that really stood out to me as well. And applying this back to our lives is that each of us is chosen by God. We each have a purpose here on earth. We were chosen before we were born to be here in this era of life. And another thing is that we too should do our best to not only empower people, but realize our potential as well. Just as Emma Smith realized her divine potential, she was able to act as a successful president of the Relief Society, someone that was driven. And so we too should realize what our potential is, and that men and women, we both have this divine responsibility to act in our callings, and to use the power that God's given us, use that priesthood. Anyways, that is something that I've learned in my project, and so I've chosen to write a song, and I'll be playing it with my ukulele today, about Emma Smith and her role in the restoration. It starts out with Emma as a child, and then it goes to Joseph Smith, and then it goes to her life a little bit after that. And a common theme that you're going to find in this song is that how Emma was chosen. And it was super interesting just to read in all of her journals and diaries, and she didn't have that many, but all of her diaries and things that people have written about her, just how much she realized her divine potential. So I'm going to sing this song, and I hope you enjoy. My story starts with a young girl about 10 years of age. She walked to church each Sunday with a smile on her face, 'cause she'd come to know her father on a day out in the woods. She knelt and bowed her head to pray, and she felt he understood as he said, "I know you, Emma, you are mine. Just know I'm watching over you, and trust I'm by your side. 'Cause you have had some hard days, but trust me, happy days you will have too. Just know they're not too far away, and remember that I have chosen you." A few years later there was a man who took her breath away. He said his name was Joseph, and he said he felt the same way. He told her of a vision where he had seen the truth. It lies in a religion that he's restoring to me and I know you've had some hard days, but trust me when I say I've had them too. But if you just believe with me, I promise that we will make it through. She started on a journey, giving up all that she had. A baby lost one morning, her life had never gone as planned. And even after years of heartache, to her faith she held on firm. No trial could take away the things God had said to her, as he said, I know you, Emma, you are mine. Just know I'm watching over you, and trust I'm by your side. 'Cause you have had some hard days, but trust me, happy days you will have too. Just know they're not too far away, and remember that I have chosen you.